Just 1 year ago, Kevin Porter Jr. appeared to have been a draft steal for the Cavs as the last pick in the first round in the 2019 draft. In fact, I even made a video hyping him up as his late round pick draft steal. His talent was that evident in a COVID-shortened NBA season. Porter had an impressive rookie campaign, where questions about his maturity pre-draft seemed to be going away, and he seemed to be focused on the court and improving game to game. The Cavs looked to have gotten a very talented and promising player with a very well-rounded game. Many said within the organization that he was the most talented player of the Cavs' young core. Now, at the time of this is including Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, Darius Garland was in the same draft, pick number 5, and they said their pick at 30 was actually more talented, which is saying a lot. Now, also, they really viewed him as a key piece to the future of their team in the post-LeBron rebuild. Then, this past offseason happened. Porter had multiple issues arise during this past offseason. First, it was in August 2020. He was accused of punching a woman, and then, a little bit later, he flipped his car with a loose firearm and marijuana on him, leading to an arrest. Most recently, though, he threw a tantrum and got into a shouting match with the coaches and GM Kobe Altman over his locker room being moved from what would have been the center to towards the end where the rookies and the two-way players have theirs. He took offense to that. They even said he threw food at the coaches and GM. Sources have said that the organization did everything and more for him. They went above and beyond, and they gave him chances that most franchises would not have. From what I understand, they brought their family, they gave him structure, they made sure he had professionally cooked meals. They were doing everything they could to give a structure to his life and to his career that he had never had previously. Something they attributed to him having a rocky start at USC while in college. Now, there actually have been rumblings that within Cleveland that he has done many more unacceptable things that did not make the mainstream or the sports world has not heard about. Now, I'm not going to speculate on that, but obviously there's a lot going on, and even more so than what we've heard. In the end, though, because of all this behavior, because of the chances, and him not really coming around, the Cavs had no choice but to move on. At one point, they were rumored to either try to trade him or release him outright. Now, for a player of Kevin Porter's talent, for a team to say just 1 year into his career that they want to, trade him or release him, of all things, is quite frankly shocking. And for a Cavs organization that looks to be building a new culture of hardworking, driven, good character guys, it just seemed like this fit was not going to last after everything they tried. So with that said, with that culture trying to be developed, Porter demonstrated that is not him. He's not going to fit in. He's not going to mesh. Now, going back to Porter's last full month of play, this is back in the COVID-shortened season, he averaged nearly 14 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds in his final full month playing. And he did that as a 19-year-old. And even with those numbers and that level of talent starting to shine through, along with the production, no NBA teams were pursuing him. The Cavs were almost backed up against a wall to release him and have to pay his salary this year and the following year. However, there was one team that was willing to go for him. And it essentially was a salary dump for the Cavs and a risk-free bet for the Rockets. So to think that this amazing talent, such as Porter, was acquired in a salary dump move is very concerning and speaks volumes to how the entire league views him. However, Houston very well may be getting this once promising rookie from last year on the path to NBA stardom on the very cheap. They offered a protected second round pick that will likely never convey. So the Cavs literally got a salary dump in exchange for getting him off the team. And the Rockets took a very small risk. His salary is near the bottom of guaranteed contracts, as he was the last pick in the first round. And if things work out, Kevin Porter could possibly still be on that path to stardom. Maybe a guy like Steven Silas, who I have great respect for, could be the one person that gets through to him, saves his career, leads him down the path to stardom that we all know he's capable of. I just want to say best of luck to Kevin Porter Jr. I'm a huge fan of his talent. I really think he has it in him, and I think deep down he can do it. So let's wait and see, and hopefully he makes it. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down low, and thank you for watching 3 Letter League.